Hello again. Alright, I think I should just go straight to the water lock. Doesn't seem that we have that much of new things here. Also should keep an eye on anything extra, because I just found a few bottles of speed all of a sudden. Gentlemen.
A rusting control panel.
So I do the honors of
out from the hole where an indicator light used to be.
Locking the
you grab the handle
thing
and pull the lever
and not
up.
the workers.
As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then the water lock starts moving.
Okay, washed up cop just does his thing. No need to worry, anybody.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
Focus on one thing, achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain.
That's the thing though, first you never know in which direction the case might be, and also sometimes you might get locked out of thing if you complete the main story too fast. The radio relay hums with electricity. I don't want to go too fast too. A breaker box to power the radio pylon above you. Maybe there is something inside. Ahead, decades-old concrete defenses. Children play on them now. Some change. Soon going to be enough for another stay at the hostel. Traffic beyond the gate. More abandoned motor lorries. The sign says no entry. Someone's scribbled an inverted star, the symbol of communism in this universe. Locked thing. Need to release my cats. One moment. Someone has broken down the fence and the barbed wire. Good thing there's so much careless people just dropping money everywhere. Glory, says the graffitio, to the ghosts of us. The swing is missing and no one's been here for a long time. Someone has left their music collection beneath the tarpaulin. The smallest church in the Saint Sayuns. So I need the recorder, I think, to listen this. Is this the sad music I need to listen to actually sing in karaoke? The tape you found from a shack on the coast. The A side has smallest church in Saint Sayuns written on it, while the B side is supposed to contain the instrumental version. Requires a boombox to play. Wait, it's interactable.
There's no way to listen to the tape without a working tape player or portal reel at hand. But even just holding the tape makes you feel a little sad. A pawn shop would have a tape player.
Yeah, I don't remember how much it costs. Don't have enough. Anyway. Would really be nice to sell boots. Oh.
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere.
I ran out the screen.
Yet someone used to live here, laugh here. Thought it was a good idea to build a swing, even.
You're having a laugh? What happened here?
In this yard?
The tenant looks at the small building. A flock of grey swallows takes off in the distance.
He's assessing the situation. How long ago was it abandoned?
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscure, for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
Wait, what's a block obscure?
A black bloc. A part of the city left unrenovated after the war. Or one that has fallen to gang violence. Or has become inhospitable in some other way.
On aerial photos, block obscures look like dark squares, hence their name.
So this part of the coast is a block obscure?
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
At least they left some old music behind.
Yes, and you picked it up as part of the Jamrock Shuffle.
He gives you a weary smile.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
We should move. I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into the urban hinterland, at least in this phase of the investigation.
There's a boat tucked away underneath the tarpaulin cover. Through the broken glass, dusty shelves, and a forgotten chair. Oh, really? You have to build the whole location for this little shed? With a loading screen? Whoa. Whoa. Postcard, call City 08. Yeah. We are changing that. Oh no. Getting better and better every new iteration. You're sure that wearing this tie is a statement? You're not sure what kind of statement though. So it gives me +2 drama, and it justifies it as theater kid. The necktie is adorned with a garish pattern. It's disturbingly vivid. Somehow you feel as if it would be wrong to ever take it off. It's your friend now. You'll betray it if you change it for some boring scarf. Yeah, that's funny. I found it right after I risked my ass taking it off the fan. You see a dark red chair in the dim light of the room.
It's only a red chair. Just a red chair in an empty shack, with what looked like a dusty bow tie on the shelf. Nothing to see here, right?
Hey Kim, where are we?
In someone's abandoned shack. On the coast. In Martinez. In Ravachol.
Did someone hang themselves in here? Is it a rope here?
He's afraid you've forgotten suddenly.
Hey. What's with the red chair?
Nothing. It's just a piece of furniture.
I like how he's talking to me like I'm a little child. He looks at the chair gathering dust.
Red paint is peeling off it. Looks like blood, no?
What's with the red bow tie?
It's just a piece of clothing you've picked up. You do that, officer. You collect clothes sometimes.
He sounds a little worried. It's an odd habit.
You took me up for that shit? You fucking idiot! Put the horrific necktie back on immediately, or you will miss out on the final showdown! This is your last warning! Put me back on!
We haven't been properly introduced.
Yes, agreed. You should never take your necktie off. Ever.
Alright, let's move. And I feel like it was for the better. For my own sanity. More pentagrams on the shed. Some doodles. Sounds of life in the north. A washboard. Crabs. Something. Cinder blocks charred. A makeshift fire pit with the magazines for lighting.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Is this another hobo place? Why do I need 2? Will that bridge get locked? Ever? Can I get stuck here? The bushes are too thick and thorny to pass through. Quick travel. Wow. I didn't know it was a thing. How do you do it? When, like, the tutorial lady wasn't useful ever when she shows up. It's either too late or she explains something obvious. You see dust-covered linens, dried tulips on the bed. What is this? Elysium? That's a long way to go around.
Great news. The boat is big enough for a grown man like you to fit underneath it in a supine position.
Wait, what would I be doing under there?
I don't know. Sleeping? What do people do under boats? This is merely a measurement from your visual cortex. Do with it what you want.
Great news, I found somewhere new to sleep.
Huh?
No! Shit. Why did I say that? So, all of them is just the same thing? I can pretty much finish the case from under the boat there. It's dry, waterproof, and free of charge.
Sarcastic self-pity is not what we need at this moment, officer. I understand the situation looks grim, but we must continue with our investigation.
You have a home somewhere. All cops do. When this is done, you can return.
Footprints. Footprints in the snow, they lead away from the accident. The accident? Oh, we have fuel. Banged up fuel. A bottle drained of all its booze is frozen in the ice.
A banged-up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Elysium Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there, in the icy water.
Why do I empathize with inanimate objects now? A carriage in the sea? Where did this come from?
My guess is it started its journey from the plaza, where it backed through the fence.
Let's investigate, Kim.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
The lieutenant replies, a curious look in his eyes.
You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water.
Wait, is this mine? It must be mine. What is the What is the make of this MC? Can I see a logo?
The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by. The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists.
How long has it been here?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah. Seems right. Though he's been here for 3 days and we started on Monday, so maybe now... Because he should have arrived at Friday at least.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening.
I'm pretty sure they said that Harry arrived 3 days before events happened. But maybe that's not true, I don't remember for sure. Well, looks like Jacob Earw's journey came to an abrupt end here.
Your mocking tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
Yet another case of the engine displacement triumphing over the driver's IQ.
Yes. Clearly, this is a triumph. I'd say the vehicle has been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, we already established that. What should we do?
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
Great idea.
More waiting.
Then we can get the things inside. The joyrider must have left something good inside. Guns, papers, maybe a cool
Badge.
jacket. A joyrider jacket. A joyrider jacket. You feel a strange connection to this joyrider. Maybe he's from some kind of joyriders district and likes blue and white racing livery, like a cop would.
There's also been Kuno S girl who's been wet. But that's kind of strange. I think a better theory that were we. How long will it take for the low tide to come in?
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
No, that's not that much. I mean, I don't want to just wait for the tide, but that's the only option. You can't really back out of the conversation. Do I really just going to lose 2 hours? Oh shit.
As you sit down in the old rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. Nothing but the sound of seagulls
Well, that's
high
cozy.
above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
+1 art cop, but I'm not really an art cop because I never finished the thought process of it. I just agreed to it. Whistle a tune.
The tune on your lips forms a strange yet undeniably beautiful contrast with the surrounding bleakness. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance, then, still looking straight ahead, he joins you with a higher pitched and slightly more melodic trill. Two birds on a wire, whistling by the seaside, looking at the water and the sunken car. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
So, what was your dad also? You know?
I'm pretty sure I told you already, didn't I? My dad and mom are both half Seolite.
I meant, was he also a cop? All right.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
Do you think I will ever find my gun?
God, I hope so.
The lieutenant's expression suddenly turns very serious. I don't think I'm ever going to find my gun. The world is so big and my gun is so small.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
It doesn't look much better than it was before. Is that a number on the side?
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
Precinct.
It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it. It's pedagogical. Does he know something about the driver of this vehicle?
I already figured it out. Oh God, no.
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm so sorry.
41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. No. Just no. Say no to this, Harry.
No, 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 no.
Yes, your car is in the sea. Face it, so we can start dealing with this.
No, I mean seriously, it's just a coincidence. Whatever. Or should I just keep going for comedic effect? Whatever. Oh my God, it's mine. I drove my car into the sea.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you drove your police motor carriage into the sea after you jumped across the canal.
Maybe I was in pursuit of someone. Maybe I was in pursuit of
Of
someone.
whom? I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk.
The lieutenant looks skeptical. How do we get it out?
Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point.
He says almost gently. So it's gonna be there like that?
I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off.
I can still fix it.
That is very unlikely. All the electrics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and brake systems as well. You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months,
I mean,
there
that
will be
tire
nothing
looks
but rust
fine.
left of this vehicle. It'll be cheaper to buy a new one. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real.
Whoa.
But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this.
I don't have this kind of money.
Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
This was 20% of the station's vehicular budget.
They're going to take me back after this, aren't they?
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
The badge, the gun, and now this?
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything. There is also a 4th thing you've lost.
My virginity. A 4th thing.
More precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage combined. Lost forever into the deepest of seas.
Huh. Is it her? Things were going well. We were just whistling merrily.
You can still whistle. Besides, the night is always darkest before the dawn.
Well, at least I can see what's in there now. Come on, it has to be badge.
Yes. Let's go take a look.
Fairweather T500. Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it? Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt. Or, personal favorite, frequency something something radio weapon? None of that would work. You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have Fairweather T500 on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you.
Damn, so I can become unkillable. If I don't sell it. Man. +1 hand-eye coordination against enemies in FT 500 armor. What? There are enemies in this armor? I don't think it's going to really help me, because I'm terrible at shooting in the first place. Okay, I can unlock or put more points in. Now let's go for more thoughts. There's been Motorway South, which is about Pale, this black hole substance. Oh yeah, the postcard. This postcard depicts a forest of smokestacks releasing fat plumes of smoke into blue cloudless sky. The tinge of age the color of old teeth. The tinge of age, the color of old teeth, gives it a sickly look. Written on the back is a single sentence repeated twice. I got out, I got out. No addressee. Canister sells for 11. That's some costly art. There we go. I knew it. Our same badge. LTN, Lieutenant, probably. 2JFR, debut. 2JFR. Not sure what that's supposed to mean.
This is it. The scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
A lot of folks. It's probably just me. Yeah, it sure does look like a lot of... Hold up. Don't you mean a scene of the crime?
Not as such. I'm talking about what came after the party scene.
Yeah, it sure does look like a lot of folks partied here.
Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
Come on, that was you. Hey Kim, looks like we've had a couple of partygoers here.
Looks like it.
Looks like they had a great time laughing here.
Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
Lieutenant adjusts his glasses.
Somehow, he doesn't want to dwell on it.
I mean, it gives the same amount of skill points, but Spirit of the Corpse, not my thing. Visual Calculus is my thing, but drama is more so, and also I already got used to this look. Let's see if Kim will say anything about me putting greaves on. What was this ding too? They kind of look a bit like a boots from Portal 2. So we can go back to Joyce if we want. Thick blue piece of acrylic covering a thin leaf of paper with the officer's name and rank on it. Next to the writing you see a man stare blank at you, a younger version of you, already disintegrating inside, but still presentable on the outside.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
I found my badge!
At least something good came out of all this.
The lieutenant glances at the badge in your hands.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information, and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and, in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Harrier?
The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that.
Hey, I do have eyes like that.
But the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge. Good choice. A newer photo would look different.
How old?
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
And he's winking? Wow.
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Harrier, that's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Strange it doesn't say Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Not strange at all. Your name is Harrier Dubois, like it says on your police badge.
Wait, what kind of name is Harrier?
It's a wartime name, revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times, like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
A name like armor.
Is Harrier a airplane? Yeah. A jet. Do they have jets in this universe? I mean, it's fitting for drama queen, for the drama based character, but yeah, I don't dig it. Let's just be in reality here. Harrier Dubois, it is then.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not.
I didn't know he was doing that.
The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information.
Rank LTN 2 JFR.
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
What is Lieutenant W. Freighter?
The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
And W. Freighter?
The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W. Freighter.
Declined?
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
Décomptage? Where was décomptage? Oh. What's décomptage?
Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol citizens' militia. It means counting down to twos.
The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which in turn was developed by last-century experimental psychologists in the University of Königstein.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kings.
What kings?
Kings like satellite officers and the additionally a freighter rank I already explained.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
I already figured that out. Wait, satellite officers?
You are given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite.
So you've been putting up with all my bullshit because I'm your superior?
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work.
Are you sure about that?
It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it.
How much time we spent just to figure out the most basic things about this officer? Like, we could have spent this time actually solving the case. I thought well, my rank was drunk.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary.
Thanks, that gives me hope.
Good.
He says it with a quick smile.
Such a small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber. It reads.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
The numbers are not there for good measure. They have an administrative purpose, one that's unfortunately been erased from your memory.
A date, maybe? What is 62 though, then? Jamrock 41 is a precinct. 12 6205. Yeah, no idea. Date of issue 7th of November.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
You're pretty sure you weren't doing well, but better? Probably yes. A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you, of that you are sure.
Precinct 41.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41, like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor, a lot of asphalt. The 41st is...
He stops. What?
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiayeva. Roberts, Feuerbach, Dimitri. Suddenly, names from your decomptage flash in your forebrain. And you? Is it an honor to work with you? Don't ask him, ask yourself. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light.
Alright. So the advice to just stumble upon it was solid. Seems the walker was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. We can trace maybe where I went. Was it the shack? The trail seems to end here. The underside of the boat has recently been tarred. The ladder leads to a school of fish swimming in the kelp. This boat is floating freely in the water, unmoored.
Hi, officer.
Liline, the net picker. A woman in a raincoat stands on a quay on a quay, right? Yeah, I think it's yeah. Considering an overturned boat, a sword in a scabbard hangs from her hip. A real sword?
Anything I can help you with?
That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
She looks around.
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
Always has been. I have questions. The first is, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
She gestures toward the fishnets.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts. Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Nice sword. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly.
She smiles at her own joke. Isn't that what guns are for?
Guns are expensive and fragile, I think. Besides, I got kids
Fragile.
that have guns around them, and sometimes a sharp blade is enough to keep folks at bay.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Should I go with this? Figures typical patriarchal nonsense, masculine animosity.
Sure. Venomosity. But boys will be boys. And God knows we don't have many around.
Ever
So far the sword has been enough
going
to
to
keep
be
me in line.
helpful being a feminist. Can I borrow that sword?
No, I'm afraid not. Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check. It would put me in an early grave.
Her eyes are smiling as her hand moves to the hilt. Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that.
She smiles.
That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
I feel that's the same voice actor who voices Kuno. She has the same like vibrations in the end of the sentence sometimes. True, most people I've met are scared.
Aye. No one wants to talk about how frightened they are. But only frightened people are really dangerous. And plenty of them are dangerous.
So, where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
She looks down. Wait, why? If they are thick-headed?
Guess I enjoyed the way he bled.
Her expression doesn't change. It's hard to say if it's a joke.
If it is, then why the melancholy?
Where is your husband now?
Gone.
He disappeared? Sounds like a missing persons case.
It absolutely does not. We are not going to look for him.
No. There's nothing to find. He's dead. Lost to the waves.
He died? Was he murdered?
The lieutenant shakes his head again.
Yeah. By himself. Inadvertently. He never respected the sea.
The
Went out there
case
drunk like a skunk.
solved.
And sure enough, one day, he didn't come back.
Kim, add another point.
Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
It's healthy to let go and move on. Gotta keep the wheel spinning.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on.
Wait, what? I thought he was lost to the sea. Or I guess she just did the funeral without the body.
Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
She glances at the village where two little kids are playing with what look like rocks.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another.
Jesus.
Better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
This is impossible. -6, don't know a good spot yet. -1, Kim's presence makes it awkward. Is she here at night? Heroic. 15. It's close to godly. I need to fucking do speed and the other one of narcotics. What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
Also, she mentioned that she liked how the guy bled, and she also appeared to like men with the physique, and our guy has just 1 point in that, so yeah, I don't know if it's going to work out. Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her. This is what is called a conversation. You don't have to be guarded right now.
So who should I listen to? Interesting, so what have you found?
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in
Drugs?
general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
Do you have some left?
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
A mine. Yeah, having a mine is unique. Drugs? I need info on this.
Don't have any. Those get cleaned out so fast even the local bums can only stand by and watch with watery mouths. Always by strangers too. Union folk don't stand this kind of stuff around here.
I'm looking for someone, maybe you can help?
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
A bunch of people. There's also a girl that's supposed to be in this village with the gauntlets. Strange that it's not here as an answer. I mean, as a question. I'm looking for a missing cryptozoologist.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for animals who are hard to find.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen? I haven't heard about those.
Two odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Wait, the like?
Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men burning rhinos. You get the picture.
Oh, you're getting it. And it is gorgeous.
Where did they go?
Don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
A working class husband?
Yeah, I'm not really looking for that anymore. Not much into the middle class ones either. Could do with some landed gentry, but apparently they don't make those anymore.
The husband is it for me. I'm looking for him for his wife.
I wish I could help you with that, but I haven't seen your working class husband. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
She seems genuinely sorry for not being able to help you.
That's it. I'm not looking for anyone else right now.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
I hate this.
Well, how can I
shit.
assist you then, officer?
So I take it that's your skiff? Point at the overturned boat.
Sure is. The Sun, I call her. Coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Sunny days.
Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
She looks at the rain circles on the water.
No, ma'am. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the rain streaming down the yellow belly of the boat.
When do you think the boat will be ready?
In time, when the sea turns and the winds settle, she will be ready.
She replies with a nod and adds,
My prediction, it will be at least 2 days.
Be seeing you. Let's make a break in the recording. One moment.